And then our second gain, I'm just going to turn it down a little bit. So I'm going to right click and hit -7. And I'm also going to turn up our master gain a little bit. Now we're just going to add a simple high pass filter cut with a filter snap in. Set it to high pass, set the slope to 3, turn down the Q a little bit, and set the cutoff to 300 Hz. Now I want to work on the sub bass, so click an analog generator and hit a triangle wave. And for the envelope output, we're going to send it to lane 2. Then I'm going to add a gain snap in on this, right click and hit 5. Now I want to automate the gain of the sub. I'm going to come down to our first LFO here, hit the plus, right click on the gain and hit 40. Now I want to do some post processing. I'm going to add a shaper, frequency shifter, and 2 multipass snap ins. For our shaper, I'm going to set the drive to 13, right click the mix and hit 40, and then make this kind of shape inside the shaper. Just a little note, it's going to get a little loud. This frequency shifter is going to be used as a pitch envelope. So inside of our modulator, I'm going to add a pitch group and put an LFO inside. I'm going to turn the modulator off, set the rate to free, right click the rate, set it to 5.826, modulate the frequency shifter by 17, so right click, hit 17, and then create this kind of shape inside of the LFO. First multipass is going to be an OTT, so come over here to the presets, click on dynamics, and hit in OTT. Turn the in gain all the way up, and then right click the mix and set it to 50. The second multipass is also going to be an OTT, so you can just delete this, hit control, hover over the first multipass, click on it, and it duplicates it. The settings in here are going to be a little bit different. Right click in gain and hit 70, right click the mix and hit 34. Add an EQ group, put a slice EQ inside, and another shaper snap in. For our slice EQ, I'm going to grab a low cut, open the filter, set the slope to 6, bringing the cutoff all the way down. I'm also going to do a peak cut around 260 Hz, turn up the Q a bit, right click and set the gain to -20. I also did another peak cut around 609 Hz, and I set the gain to -7. Also turn up the Q a little bit. Now we're going to open our shaper, right click the drive and hit 8, right click and set the mix to 12, and then make this kind of shape inside of the shaper. Like I said, for the tear out bass, we use a lot of distortion. Now we're going to add a master volume. Inside of our modulator, go ahead and add a new group, put an LFO inside, make sure the modulator is off, set it to synchronization, leave it at 4/16, and create this kind of shape inside of the LFO. Now for our master volume inside the effects lane, add a gain snap in, set it to %, right click, hit INF, come over here to our LFO, hit the plus and automate the gain. Right click and hit 50. I'm going to go ahead and adjust it a little bit. Perfect. And then for the last thing, I'm just going to add a limiter snap in. I'm going to right click the end gain and hit 2. And that's how you make a tear out bass. If you want to download the preset, it'll be available for free on my website.